Welcome to section 6, triangles. This is a lecture 1, contracting triangle. Previously we have learned that the Elliott wave principle has two branches, the motive waves and the corrective waves. The motive waves move in the direction of main trend, while the corrective waves move against the direction of main trend. The corrective waves can be further subdivided into 4 categories: the zigzags, flats, triangles, and the combinations thereof. So the triangles further have 4 types: contracting triangles, running triangles, barrier triangles, and expanding triangles. So let's first discuss about a triangle in general. This in front of you is a triangle, right? The triangle above is when the main trend is bullish. This gray line exhibits the main trend, right? And this blue line is our triangle. This is a corrective wave pattern, okay? And this triangle at the bottom is when the main trend is bearish, right? When the main trend is to the downside. So in general, a triangle is a 3-3-3-3-3 pattern, right? It has 5 waves in it, and all these waves are labeled as waves A, B, C, D, and E, right? Let me label them for you. So these are the labels of a triangle: wave A, B, C, D, and E, right? Similarly, in a bearish market, wave A to the upside, B, C, D, and E, right? After the completion of a triangle, the main trend resumes, okay? The triangle is a very choppy and a slow and a sideways corrective wave pattern, and the triangles precede the final move in current trend before one higher degree correction starts, okay? Means if this is in a main trend, if this move to the upside is wave 3, then this triangle is labeled as wave 4, and then we get a final move as wave 5, right? And in a zigzag, for example, if this up move is A, this triangle is wave B, and then we get the final move, which is wave C, right, of a zigzag. And out of these 5 waves of a triangle, 4 waves must belong to the zigzag family, right? They could be either single zigzag, a double zigzag, or even a triple zigzag. So 4 waves at least should belong to the zigzag family, and 1 wave may take a form of another small triangle at rare times, right? This is not a rule, this is not a guideline, this is just one scenario that rarely occurs, right? Usually we see 4 waves as normal regular zigzags and 1 wave as a combination of zigzags that takes more time than other 4 waves, right? So that's a usual case in a triangle. And after the completion of a triangle, as I said, we can expect the resumption of the previous trend, which is against the direction of this correction, and it should go back to at least where the correction started from, right? And in a case of a combination of corrective waves, a triangle can be a part of one pattern, like a wave B of a zigzag, and in that case, the next pattern that connects with this zigzag, it may or may not go to the origin of the first corrective wave pattern. In that case, the triangle does not precede the final move of the trend, okay? We will discuss in more details in coming section of combinations, but for now, keep in mind that the triangles are second last waves in a pattern like an impulse or in a zigzag, right? So that's about a triangle in general. Now let's discuss about a contracting triangle. This in front of you is actually a contracting triangle, right? In a contracting triangle, all these waves A, B, C, D, and E, they should not go beyond the origin of previous wave. Just like here, right? This wave B did not go beyond the origin of wave A. Wave C did not go beyond the origin of wave B. Wave D did not go beyond the origin of wave C, right? And wave E did not go beyond the origin of this wave D, right? So this is a contracting triangle, and we connect the extreme points of wave A with the extreme point of wave C. Similarly, we connect the extreme point of wave P with the extreme point of wave D, right? And when we extend these lines like this, they should converge, right? They should come closer to each other as time passes by. They should contract. That's why contracting triangle. Okay. Similarly, in this bearish market, we connect the endpoint of wave A with the endpoint of wave C, and we connect the endpoint of wave B with the endpoint of wave D. The AC trend line and the BD trend line, they should contract. That's why contracting. Okay, so as a summary, in a contracting triangle, we have 5 waves A, B, C, D, and E, and each wave stays smaller than its previous wave, right? Wave B is smaller than wave A, wave C is smaller than wave B, wave D is smaller than wave C, and wave E is smaller than wave D in vertical distance, right? So now that you have an idea of a contracting triangle, let's have a look at some real-time examples. This in front of you is a chart of a precious metal. This is platinum metal. Okay, the time frame is 1 hour, and here the main trend was bullish, and we are looking at this pattern that initiated on 14th of April 2020 and finished on 13th of May 2020, right? Here we see an example of a contracting triangle. From this high, we see a move down, we see a move up, we see another move down, we see a move up, and we see a final move to the downside, right? This is a sideways pattern, a triangle. We connect these extreme points and we label it. So A, B, C, D, and E. This is a contracting triangle. We always connect the extreme point of wave A with the extreme point of wave C, and extreme point of wave B with the extreme point of wave D. These two trend lines, this AC trend line and this BD trend line, they should contract, right? They should converge. So this 5-wave corrective sideways pattern is called a triangle. And when each wave is smaller than its previous wave, then it's a contracting triangle. Okay, so the main trend was bullish, and after the completion of the triangle, the main trend resumed, right? This was the example of platinum 1 hour chart. So here is the next example of a contracting triangle. This is price chart of Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency, and the time frame is daily. What we see here is that the main trend was to the upside, right? It goes from here, goes up, right? And then we see this halt, this pause in the market, right? Like the market traveled a lot of distance in very short amount of time, and then it needed a break, right? Just like human beings, when they run a very long distance very fast, they need a long break, right? So this is some kind of break in the market, right? And when we see closely, we have these 5 waves here, right? These 5 waves here. Let's connect these lines, and you will notice that this is a triangle, right? This is a contracting triangle because wave B is smaller in size than wave A, wave C is smaller in vertical size in wave B, wave D is smaller than wave C, and wave E is smaller than wave D, right? So this is a contracting triangle in price chart of Bitcoin. By the way, this time period we are looking at is 10th of April 2013 until 2nd of October 2013, right? The price of Bitcoin in this period was around $100 per coin, right? The minimum price it went here is around $45, and this high price was $240. This was the consolidation, and after this pattern finished, we saw another round of bullish price action in the price of Bitcoin. So let's label these guys. So this is the wave labeling of a contracting triangle. This was uptrend, then we got this triangle, and then after the completion of a triangle, the uptrend resumed. As a guideline, usually what happens is this wave E makes a sharp spike. Okay, wave E, usually as a guideline, it takes a smaller amount of time than wave D, C, B, or A. Okay, usually it's a very sharp spike, but that's just a guideline, it's not necessary. Okay, so we will see zigzag here, probably a combination of zigzag here, right? We have a down move, up move, down move, we have another down move, sideways down move. These are connected with this up move, right? So probably this is a W, X, and Y, right? Then we have another zigzag here and another zigzag here, right? This wave A is very sharp. Maybe we can go to smaller time frame to see the internal structure of wave A. So probably this is also a zigzag, another zigzag wave B, a combination of zigzag in wave C, which is common, and then a zigzag in wave D and another zigzag in wave E, right? So as I said, one wave out of 4 waves will take a form of a double zigzag or even a triple zigzag. The other 4 can be simple zigzags, right? The one wave can also take a form of a triangle, of a small triangle. The other 4 waves belong to the zigzag family, right? So that's a contracting triangle in price chart of Bitcoin on daily time frame, right? Let's have a look at another example. This is a price chart of forex currency pair, the euro versus US dollar. The time frame is weekly. We are talking about the time period from March 2015 until November 2016. The main trend in this time was to the downside. Okay, it was bearish, and then we got this sideways pattern here, which is a consolidation and took a lot of time. Okay, it took almost 2 years to complete. So we have here a move up, down, up, right? Another move up, down, up, right? They are connected with this sharp move. Then we have a down, up, down. Then we have another up, down, up. Then we have another down, up, down. Then we have a very sharp up move. Okay, so this is a sideways pattern. You can see this pattern did not travel much distance, but it took a lot of time, right? It's very choppy, it's very sloppy sideways pattern. This is a triangle, my friends. We can draw the lines here like that. This is a C trend line, and this is BD trend line. Let's label them. All right, these are the labeling: wave A, B, C, D, E. Okay, wave E, as I said, sometimes takes the form of a very sharp spike. Okay, similar situation is here in the price chart of Euro USD. This wave E was very sharp. Okay, I am removing the lines here. All right, so this is wave A, B, C, D, and E, right? Wave B is smaller than wave A. It did not go beyond the start of wave A. Wave C is smaller than wave B. Wave C did not go beyond the start of wave B, right? Wave B started from this point. Similarly, wave D is smaller than wave C, and wave E is smaller than wave D, right? This is a contracting triangle. The trend lines AC and the trend line BD, these 2 trend lines, they converge, they contract, hence contracting triangle. Okay, after the completion of this triangle, the main trend to the downside resumed. Let me tell you one more guideline of a triangle. After the completion of a triangle, the the final move, as I said, the final move of the after the triangle, it usually is either very small wave or very long wave. Okay, it is not a medium level wave, right? This move after the triangle is called as a triangle thrust. Okay, so this triangle thrust is either very small or very long. It is never the medium level size. Okay, here the triangle thrust was very small, right? It just ended here. It hardly reached the start of this triangle pattern. Okay, so that's it about contracting triangles. We have seen three examples. We have seen example in precious metal, the platinum, and then we saw an example in Bitcoin chart, and this is price chart of Euro USD weekly time frame, right? So this is all about contracting triangles. Triangles are very choppy and sideways pattern, and they take a lot of time to complete, but they certainly offer high probability trading and investing setups. That concludes this lecture on contracting triangle. Thanks for paying attention. Until next class.